Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. Christ the royal master leads against the foe, forward into battle, see his banners go. Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. Oh, for a faith that will not shrink, though pressed by every foe, that will not tremble on the brink of any earthly woe, that will not murmur or complain beneath a chastening rod, but in the hour of grief or pain will lean upon its God. A faith that shines more bright and clear when tempests rage without, that when in danger knows no fear, in darkness feels no doubt. Lord, give us such a faith as this, and then whatever may come, we'll taste and hear the hallowed bliss of an eternal home. A charge to keep I have, a God to glorify, a never-dying soul to save, and fitted for the sky, to serve the present age, my calling to fulfill. Oh, may it all my powers engage to do my Master's will. Arm me with jealous care, as in thy sight to live, and O thy servant, Lord, prepare a strict account to give. Help me to watch and pray, and on thyself rely. Assured if I my trust betray, I shall forever die. Rise up, O men of God, have done with lesser things. Give heart and mind and soul and strength to serve the King of Kings. Rise up, O men of God, his kingdom tarries long. Bring in the day of brotherhood and end the night of wrong. Rise up, O men of God, the church for you doth wait. Her strength unequal to her task, rise up and make her great. Lift high the cross of Christ, tread where his feet have trod. As brothers of the Son of Man, rise up, O men of God. Yeah. And then on like Thursday we put jelly, especially if I go and get some different jellies. Good evening. Let's edify one another, shall we? Hey, Brother Sean, I see that, and I am very dearly sorry that you are not going through a headache. Although there's nothing I can do except offer to reach out and slap you with another, frying pan or something like that. But I don't think that'd help your headache. And it might take your mind off the pain for a little bit. But Facebook doesn't like all that stuff anyway. CJ's over there, just totally off it. He said he's going to be focusing on something, working on his Isaiah class while he's listening to us today. In other words, he's going to be working on his Isaiah class while just putting in the token presence and not actually listening.
Token presence.
It's like taking a small recording of yourself for a Zoom meeting and just putting it in and then leaving.
Like sure,
Nod, lean back in the chair, nod,
scratch your head every once in a while. Sean says he has a terrible cough as well. He's going to rest. Love you all. Well, don't forget to get yourself some, lemon tea, that type of thing. Lemon ginger. Some honey and cinnamon. You're good. You can make your own cough drops.
Yeah, I do.
Talking to son Sean. A little bit of lemon, a little bit of honey, a little bit of cinnamon, and a little bit of cornstarch. You could put ginger in there with that as well. I have a recipe of how to make some of your own cough drops as well. I'll send that to you, Sean. I'll send that to you. It's a really cool way that she does her cough drops. But we went to a few years ago. Let me put it this way, Sean. If you come up, I would love to be able to show you what is called Living History Farms. It is a historical museum where they have people dressed in period clothing doing period tasks, and you get to see how things are done. Now, some days they'll have certain areas that are open, and other days they're going to be closed, just so that because it's not going to be, they don't have the money wherewithal to, or the volunteers to fully staff the museum 100%. But they have a turn of the century town. They have three different periods of farms, and they have an Iowa village, which is or otherwise known as Iowa Indian village. And so it's a really cool place to go visit. One of the trips that I went with the school, because the school goes there usually, tries to go there at least once a year or once every couple of years. On one of the trips there, we got to visit with the pharmacist. And he showed how they used to make their own pills and lozenges, which is how I know about the honey, the cinnamon, the cornstarch. And they would roll that together. So they would get their medicine and they would put it in and put it on the tray. Then they would put a dollop of honey and a little bit of cornstarch and roll it until it made a round roll. And then they would cut it into prescribed lengths. And that's how they would make their lozenge or their pills. Really cool way to do it. But anyway, that's really fun. They have a gift shop there where they sell items that they make there on the museum, for example, brooms, and little S hooks and things like that from the blacksmith shop, and things at the cabinet shop, and things, little things like that. In the winter time, you can sign up at this, for this time of year, they would sign you up for like a sleigh ride or a wagon ride, followed by a supper or a meal at the, I think it's the 1900s house, 1900s farm. Um, and it's just like a little dinner for two. They have one at Valentine's Day too, by the way. It's a really cool place. It's called Living History Farms. If you ever get a chance to look it up, you can look it up on the internet and see what they do and what they offer. In the summertime is when, of course, it is staffed and people go out for visits. They have a summer camp for kids, and it's really just a really cool place to be. I volunteered one summer there. My dad and brother volunteered like 3 years in a row. My dad went twice in the blacksmith and once in the implement shop. My brother went 3 years in the blacksmith shop. I was a broom maker, so I know how to make brooms. Really cool, by the way, how they did it. Anyhow, but I do pray, and we have been praying that you get over that crud as well. Hopefully, here's to hope, and here's to praying. Oh, the Lord invites us to his banquet table, his banner over us is love. The Lord invites us to his banquet table, his banner over us is love. The Lord invites us to his banquet table, his banner over us is love. His banner over us is love. Boom, 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 boom. Lean on, O King eternal, the day of March has come. Henceforth in fields of conquest, thy tent shall be our home. Through days of preparation, thy grace hath made us strong. And now, King eternal, we lift our battles song. Lead on, O King eternal, till sin's fierce war shall cease, and holiness shall whisper the sweet amen of peace. For not with sword's loud clamor, nor roll of stirring drum, with deeds of love and mercy, with a heavenly kingdom comes. Lead on, O King eternal, we follow not what fears, for gladness breaks like morning where'er thy face appears. Thy cross is lifted o'er us, we journey in its light, and the crown awaits the conquest. Lead on, O God of might. CJ, I think it's just going to be you and I tonight. When storms of cloud are sweeping, when lonely now, when lone my heart I'm keeping, mid fires of evil falling, mid tempter's voices calling, remember me, Almighty One. Remember me, Almighty One. I'm a little off on that. When walking on life's ocean, control its raging motion. When from its danger shrinking, when its deep sinking, remember me, Almighty One. Remember me, Almighty One. When weighted presence, when darkness distresses, all through the light that's mortal, and when I pass this portal, remember me, Almighty One. Remember me, Almighty One. It has been a long day. Um, After this morning's uh, route, I came home to get ready for a dentist appointment. They were going to remove a filling, then remove the decay that had formed underneath the filling, and then put a crown on it. And I get almost home, and they call, but work calls me and says, "How am I supposed to open this video?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's right. We were supposed to work on this video before I came home and got ready for my dentist appointment." Well, I told him I'd be back, after I got ready. I'd come down early. I got to tell him he had very little fuel left. Hey, anyway, and so he said, "Okay, that's fine." So I get ready for my dentist visit. I head down. I'm on my way down to work, and he calls me and says, "We got it. I'm a genius. I got it." I go, "Okay, okay." So rather than turn around and come home and wait the rest of the hour out before I needed to to truly leave. I just went on down to the dentist, and of course talked to mom on the way down. So we had a good, I don't know, 45 minute talk because I sat there afterwards, just after I got there, just sat and talked because I was way early. But they did when I went in about, I don't know, half hour early for my appointment, and I let them know I was there for my coronation. Receptionist didn't even crack a smile about it. Like, man, tough crowd. Almost like she'd heard that one before. I should ask her. Anyhow. Hey, you. Nope, that says her. Um, so they end up taking me back about 10 minutes early. Cool. Maybe I'll get out of here early. No such luck. No such luck. No such blessing. I tell the gal that's taking me back. I said, I'm. She asked me how I'm doing. I said, well, I'm pretty excited for my coronation. No smile. Where are people's humor these days? I mean, it's like nobody's happy to be even, happy at all. It's Christmas time. It's like, what in the world? Where's the joy? I mean, regardless of my humor, there wasn't even really a smile, which really is odd. I don't know. So anyway, I did get a smile out of my dentist. He didn't, I didn't tell it, didn't crack the coronation. Uh, but if I had have, I know he would have smiled. He would have laughed. But anyhow, we did about 2.5 hours later. I got out of the dentist. Um, while they were there, they had gotten final approval for removing a filling on another tooth and removing the decay that was underneath that. How it got decayed underneath that tooth, I don't know, or underneath that filling, I don't know, but it did. So they replaced that filling, but on the other one, the tooth was far enough gone. They felt it was better just to simply build it up a little bit and put a crown on it to protect it from any further decay. And so, okay, that's what we did. And hey, Ezra. Um, so they got approval for that, and we did that. Now, when I left, I actually did get the gal that was, uh, final checkout or whatever. I did get her to smile about the coronation. She got it. She said, how'd everything go today? I said, well, everything went fairly well, but I said I was rather disturbed at the lack of press. I mean, I was here for my coronation, and there wasn't any press and media. She cracked up, just cracked up laughing. Where's Reba? Where's Angie? I'm sitting here talking to CJ, who's busy working on his Isaiah class and is unresponsive. I think somebody, I think somebody had better take and give him, one of those
No,
defibrillators.
I'm groaning over here.
Oh, come on, that was funny. Now they gave me a crown. What do you do when you crown somebody? That's called a coronation.
That's just bad.
It's funny.
So I'm listening to you.
Sure. Where's Skylar? Maybe better get Skylar in here. You know, hey Ezra. Alicia didn't share the reading to Skylar tonight. So of course Skylar wasn't there.
Did, did you tell everybody the good news during reading that they won't have to deal with me? They get you again?
No.
No.
Why do I need to tell them that?
I don't know. Mhm.
Yeah. They take things as they come, but that's the joy of reading. Every day is an adventure. You know what was really interesting? When you came on stream there, it said you are in stream with audio. Not CJ is in stream with audio, but it says you are in stream with audio only. Careful there, don't fall down.
That's interesting.
It still says that. Why am I in stream with audio only? Inquiring minds want to know.
Is it because I'm on your profile? Like, now I have my email connected.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Strange. Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful day, day I will never forget. After I'd wandered in darkness away, Jesus, my Savior, I met. Oh, what a tender, compassionate friend, he met the need of my heart. Shadows dispelling with joy, I am telling, he made all the darkness depart. Heaven came down and glory filled my soul. When at the cross the Savior made me whole. My sins were washed away, and my night was turned to day. Heaven came down and glory filled my soul. Now I've a hope that will surely endure after the passing of time. I've a future in heaven for sure, there in those mansions sublime. And it's because of that wonderful day when at the cross I believed. Riches eternal and blessings supernal from his precious hand I received. Heaven came down and glory filled my soul. When at the cross the Savior made me whole, my sins were washed away, and my night was turned to day. Heaven came down and glory filled my soul. Okay. This might be an interesting one. I gotta find the tune. Whee! Whoops. They couldn't actually put it to the music. I think somebody did. Did you scroll back up in there and look? Oh. Well, maybe nobody. No wonder. No, nobody did tagging. Tag somebody tagged. All right, Ezra's going to tag.
What is really interesting is that StreamYard has not been showing my tagging comments.
Well, it did earlier, like yesterday.
It did.
Why do the nations rage? Why do peoples folly mind? Kings of earth in plots engage, rulers are in league combined. Then against Jehovah high, and against Messiah's sway, let us all break their bands, they cry. Let us cast their cords away. Let us break their bands, they cry. Let us cast their cords away. But the Lord will scorn them all. He will laugh who sits on high. Then his wrath will on them fall. Sore displeased he will reply. Yet according to my will, I have set my king to reign, and on Zion's holy hill, my anointed I'll maintain, and on Zion's holy hill, my anointed I'll maintain. His decree I will make known. Unto me the Lord did say, Thou art my beloved Son, I've begotten thee this day. Ask of me, and thee I'll make heir to earth and nations all. Them with iron thou shalt break, dashing them in pieces small. Them with iron thou shalt break, dashing them in pieces small. Therefore, kings, be wise, give ear, hearken, judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with godly fear, mingle trembling with your mirth. Kiss the Son his wrath to turn, lest ye perish in the way. For his anger soon will burn. Blessed are the soul that on him stay, for his anger soon will burn. Blessed are all that, no, blessed are all that on him stay. That was Psalm number 2, obviously sung to the hymn of Hark the Herald Angels Sing. I'm starting a new song, CJ. I've got a new song in the works.
Ooh.
Yeah. You might say it is kind of inspired by this time of year, but it's not. I like being cryptic like that, don't I? Something that starts out with something like this. In the fullness of time, not sent his son, born of a virgin to save all who come. Yes, this word became flesh. Ah, he brought peace on earth, God's feast. No, I don't know. I'd have to go back and listen to it again. Anyway, it's something to that effect.
Yeah, sounds like in the morning of joy, in the morning
It is
of...
not.
No, it's different.
Nope. It is actually a mixture of the Tennessee Waltz and O Susanna.
Okay. Probably old enough to uh not worry about copyright.
The Tennessee Waltz and um, the Tennessee Waltz, both the Tennessee Waltz and the uh, I'm not sure about the Tennessee Waltz, but I know that O Susanna happens, or not O Susanna. What am I thinking of? Uh, oh my darling Clementine. Both of those, though, I believe, were in the 1800s. The Tennessee Waltz, however, was popularized by Anne Murray. I think it was Anne Murray. Um, but that was kind of the beginning of the inspiration for the tune, anyway. There is similarities between the Tennessee Waltz and the In the Morning of Joy, by the way. I'll not deny that because I didn't really think about it much until you mentioned it, but there is. But there's some phrase there may be similarities in some of the phrasing, but it's not alike enough to uh, be anywhere near copyright infringement, thankfully. Where love is in the home, there's happiness. Where love is in the home, there's joy. Though the fires fair may simple be, still it's very plain to see. Where love is in the home, there's joy. Where love is in the home, there's harmony. There's harmony. Where love is in the home, there's bliss. If advanced in age you be, you may call to memory Where love is in the home, there's bliss. Where love is in the home, contentment reigns. Where love is in the home, there's peace. Gold and silver cannot buy what it takes to satisfy. Where love is in the home, there's peace. Or at least that's our aim, right? I see we got one lurker and one floater. Well, thank you for being here, lurker. And if the floater pops in again, thank you. We saw thee not when thou didst come to this poor world of sin and death, nor yet beheld thy cottage home in that despised Nazareth. But we believe thy footsteps trod its streets and plains, thou Son of God. But we believe thy footsteps trod its streets and plains, thou Son of God. We saw thee not when lifted high amid that wild and savage crew, nor heard we that imploring cry, forgive, they know not what they do. But we believe the deed was done that shook the earth and veiled the sun. But we believe the deed was done that shook the earth and veiled the sun. We gazed not in the open tomb, where once thy mangled body lay, nor saw thee in the upper room, nor met thee on the open way. But we believe that angels said, why seek the living with the dead? But we believe that angels said, why seek the living with the dead? We walked not with the chosen few, who saw thee from the earth ascend, who raised to heaven their wandering view. Then low to earth all prostrate bend. But we believe that human eyes beheld the journey to the skies. But we believe that human eyes beheld the journey to the sky. We were talking about older hymns in briefly anyway in the readings night. And one of those mentioned is this next one. Jesus, Rose of Sharon. Jesus, Rose of Sharon, bloom within my heart. Beauties of thy truth and holiness impart, that wherever I go, my life may shed abroad fragrance of the knowledge of the love of God. Jesus, Rose of Sharon, bloom in radiance and in love within my heart. Jesus, Rose of Sharon, sweeter far to see than the fairest flowers of earth could ever be. Fill my life completely, adding more each day of thy grace divine and purity, I pray. Jesus, Rose of Sharon, bloom in radiance and in love within my heart. Jesus, Rose of Sharon, bloom forevermore. Be thy glory seen on earth from shore to shore, till the nations own thy sovereignty complete. Lay their honors down and worship at thy feet. Jesus, Rose of Sharon, bloom in radiance and in love within my heart. See if I can find this other one. Trying to find the other one that one of the other ones that was mentioned. Of course it is. I have found a friend in Jesus, he's everything to me. He's the fairest of 10,000 to my soul. The lily of the valley, in him alone I see. All I need to cleanse and make me fully whole. In sorrow he's my comfort, in trouble he's my stay. He tells me every care on him to roll. He's the lily of the valley, the bright and morning star. He's the fairest of 10,000 to my soul. Oh, he all my griefs has taken, and all my sorrows forborne. In temptation he's my strong and mighty tower. I have all for him forsaken, and all my idols torn from my heart, and now he keeps me by his power. Though all the world forsake me, and Satan tempt me sore, through Jesus I shall safely reach the goal. He's the lily of the valley, the bright and morning star. He's the fairest of 10,000 to my soul. He will never, never leave me, nor yet forsake me here, while I live by faith and to his blessed will. A wall of fire about me, I've nothing now to fear. With his manna he my hungry soul shall fill. Then sweeping up to glory to see his blessed face, where rivers of delight shall ever roll. He's the lily of the valley, the bright and morning star. He's the fairest of 10,000 to my soul. Old ones, beautiful ones. Um, the other one that they were asking if I remembered, this was rather funny, CJ. Sister Debbie asked me if I remembered bringing in the sheaves. I'm like, no, no. I was not old enough to bring in the sheaves. I never used a, I was not old enough to use a scythe. CJ just groaned. You know what? She laughed. She thought that was hilarious. And then Sister T says, she's going to get you. And O'Shea just cracks up. He says, I've been doing that to Larry all afternoon or all day. Sowing in the morning, sowing seeds of kindness, sowing in the noontime and time and the dewy, waiting for the harvest and the time of reaping. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves. Bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves. Sowing in the sunshine, sowing in the shadows, fearing neither clouds nor winter's chilling breeze. By and by the harvest and the labor ending, we shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves. Go then even weeping, sowing ill for the master, though the loss sustained our spirit often grieves. When our weeping's over, he will bid us welcome. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves. See how fun that one is? They tried my Lord and Master with no one to defend. Within the halls of Pilate, he stood without a friend. I'll be a friend to Jesus, my life for him I'll spend. I'll be a friend to Jesus until my years shall end. The world may turn against me. I'll go love him to the end. And while on earth I'm living, my Lord shall have a friend. I'll be a friend to Jesus, my life for him I'll spend. I'll be a friend to Jesus until my years shall end. I'll do what he maketh me. I'll go where he may send. I'll try each moment to prove that I'm his friend. I'll be a friend to Jesus, my life for him I'll spend. I'll be a friend to Jesus until my years shall end. To all who need the Savior, my friend, I'll recommend, because he brought salvation, is why I am his friend. I'll be a friend to Jesus, my life for him I'll spend. I'll be a friend to Jesus until my years shall end. I hope and pray that you have been edified through our time together, that I have helped to bring you a little bit closer to God, a little bit of comfort in your life. That way, you are drawn closer to God. You are strengthened in faith, able to walk another step. And that way, whether we wake tomorrow to serve God here on this earth, or whether we wake to serve God tomorrow up there where we all long to be, well, we're all have the honor, privilege, and the pleasure of being, or I'll